Today we will be testing the no lag inverse Fisher transform of the RSX.
But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for TradingView. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon.
Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the no lag inverse Fisher transform of the RSX. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 51 different strategies, with 14 of them being profitable. We've also tested a total of 738 indicators, with 294 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. And we have also retested one indicator at this point in the advanced retesting stage, and it was a winner, and it achieved a 62% win rate. And keep in mind that we test most of these strategies and indicators on the Forex market, but they can be applied to just about any market universally. Okay, so today's indicator is the no lag inverse Fisher transform of the RSX, and you can see it here on screen. The indicator itself here on the bottom of the screen basically consists of, as the name implies, zero lag Fisher transform of the RSX, and that has an oscillating line here, and it is going into kind of the upper zone and lower zones, and it does have these signals here for short and for long. It's kind of hard to see them, but as you can see up here on screen, it does have the bar coloration, and it makes it pretty easy for us to spot exactly what we should be doing. As you can probably guess, when we get a green bar or green bars, that is a signal to go long. When we get red bars or a red bar, that is a signal to go short. So pretty simple. That's how we're going to be testing it. Let's go ahead and get on with the testing and see what we can get out of it. All right, so the first signal that we pick up is a short signal right here. We get those red bars that we're looking for, and if we look down here, you can see that there's that S tag right there. If you didn't have the bar coloration on, then again, you could go by that tag there. And again, I know it's hard to see, but there's a yellow L right here. That's for the long signal when we get a green candle. Again, in case you didn't have the bar coloration on this one right here, you can see that we get a nice push to the downside, which does come down and get us to our take profit. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, so we pick up a long signal right here. You can see that we get the entry there and then a really nice push to the upside, which does come up and get us to our take profit. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, we then pick up another long signal right here. It's kind of a continuation of this uptrend right here, which is really nice for an indicator to pick up. Enter right there, nice push to the upside, does hit us, get up there and hit our take profit. And then we pick up another long right here and kind of the same deal, get a little bit of a pullback and then that push to the upside, which once again gets us to our take profit. So far, we're doing really good. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, so unfortunately we do pick up a short right here and it's right at the bottom of this move, and immediately we get a spike to the upside, which is going to come up and stop us out. We then pick up a long right here and it is right at the top of this move, and we immediately start to push down, and that one does come down and stop us out on that one. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, then we pick up along right here. This is actually right at the end of a week, and so we get a gap down right here. That gap down came down really close to our stop, but didn't quite trip it before it then made a push to the upside, which does come up and get us to our take profit. We then pick up a short right here. Let's see. There's a green bar right there. Looks like we are going to possibly get stopped out on this one. So there. Yeah, just by a couple pips. That is depressing when that happens right there, but it does happen. So barely stops us out before it then pushes down in the direction we wanted it to go in the first place. All right, so what I'm going to do here is go ahead and fast forward through the rest of the testing. That way things don't get too long, and we'll pick this up when we are at the end of the year. Alright, so that's going to put us at the end right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, now would be a good time to say that if you are interested in excelling your trading knowledge, I highly recommend that you join our Patreon only channel on our Discord server. You can find a link to our Patreon down below, as well as a link to our Discord. Once you sign up as a patron, it'll give you access to the Patreon only channel, where we post some really great advanced information about trading strategies, trading indicators, and trading philosophy in general. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you'll get access to the full list of indicators that we have tested. That comes in an Excel version and a PDF version, and you will get that full list of indicators showing exactly which indicators were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates. And you'll get access to an Excel sheet of all the strategies that we have tested that shows exactly which strategies were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates, and links to go back and review those individual strategies. And so there is a lot of benefits to becoming a patron of the channel, and it doesn't cost hardly anything at all. I highly recommend it. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at our indicator here real quick. Before we do though, wanted to give a shout out to our Patreon only channel on our Discord server. This is our Discord. We have a Patreon only channel for our patrons. It's extremely cheap, and the information and knowledge that we put out here is amazing. Sasquatch here is an amazing trader doing Forex analysis on almost a daily basis. And then we have our admin Jay. He's doing analysis on futures and calling out some trades on that, as well as myself. I'm doing day trading of the S&P 500 on basic options. This is one of the trades that I called out today. It was a 60%, close to 60%. I think it ended up being around 50%, somewhere around in that area altogether after it was all said and done. Again, just very basic options on a small account that I'm playing with. Very, very wonderful stuff here. I highly recommend that you join us on the Patreon only channel. You can find a link to our Patreon our Patreon down below in the description. All right, back to our indicator here. Get everything in focus. There and there. Let's go ahead and count it out and see what we have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. So we have 23 trades all together, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. 12 winning trades. And so we started off really good with this indicator, and then it kind of started to fall flat a little bit as the timing of it was just slightly off. So when the trend was actually making a really decent move, it seemed like this indicator was picking up some really good continuation and even calling us into the trend at a really reasonable time. But then there were moments where trend wasn't moving quite as quite as nicely, and it just seemed to be out of timing with the signals, and it was calling trades right at the top and right at the bottom of where it should have been, or the small trend moves, and that really did just kind of punch down our win rate just enough that it wasn't able to meet that 60% criteria. All in all, seemed like it was a decent indicator, and probably is a decent indicator. Just didn't quite meet the criteria that we were looking for. I'm sure that it could definitely do great things, though, if you throw it on the chart, play around with it some. So that's it for this one. It's going to go on the no list, and we will move on to the next indicator from here.